We are live. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's up in the air. If it doesn't stay competitive, we'll switch over to Buffalo and Houston, which I assume will be competitive all the way through. To me, this is the most interesting game of the Sunday, especially with how the Bengals have been playing to start the year. The Ravens started off slow, but they've found their stride. Xbox being a little weird. The controls for YouTube TV on Xbox are a little bit strange, but we'll be keeping an eye on two games. If the Jags can get their first win of the season, I don't know why everything's going so slowly right now, and we'll obviously be keeping an eye on Bills and Texans. So it says 52% win probability for the Texans. Is that just like the home field advantage? Is that just like the default if the teams are even? Jags stats are pretty rough, but we're sticking to this game here. Ravens second in offense. I think, are the Saints still second? They can't be, right? Or did those first 2 weeks really just boost them? Second in total offense to Bengals 13. The Bengals have not been playing poorly offensively except for that first game against New England. That really shameful loss. Patriots that they wish they could have back. But in the defense played well against the red and yellow team. A couple of really nice interceptions and bogus penalty give the red and yellow team the win, but that's pretty much what happens every time. Defense is middle of the road 16th, the Ravens 13th, which you'd expect the Ravens to be a lot more defensive. No, I think that loss to the Raiders has me still weary about the Ravens, even though they just absolutely dismantled the Bills last week. There's just still that thought in the back of my head of blowing a 10-point fourth quarter lead to the Raiders and then blowing a huge lead to the Cowboys and just barely hanging on to the victory. They obviously have the loss to the red and yellow team. Record lost oh god, what was the second team lost to? So they lost to the Patriots, they lost to the Commanders, they beat the Panthers. Oh god, the Panthers are their only win. That's scary. See if we can see what I forget what the second week was for the full schedule. What was it? I feel like it was, oh my god, the Chiefs. We already just talked about it. What the hell's going on? The surprising ones, it wasn't surprised that they lost to yellow, but losing to the Patriots and losing to the Commanders, that loss to the Commanders doesn't seem as bad anymore. Waiting for kickoff here. It just hit 1 o'clock. You see football lineups are locked. My teams are, I got 2 fantasy football teams and they're both horrible. One of them, like 7 guys injured on my bench. And the one starter that I have is Tyreek Hill, who has basically nobody thrown to him. So it's just a total disaster on that sleeper team. Really bad. My other team, second to last in scoring, 1-3, but it's weird because last year I was I lost once in one league and then won that championship, and then twice in the other league. I don't know. Nobody cares about this. Just trying to fill the time while the damn game decides if it wants to start up or not. I see this NFL on CBS Twitter or X account The NFL is reportedly considering Abu Dhabi for an international game. Come back Wednesday for the follow-up to that story. That's for sure. Find it strange, then I won't get into that much. All right, looks like picking up here. Let's screen. Voila. Ooh, Jags are wearing their throwback. They're like 2000s teal jerseys. Well, I think their best jerseys. Like, they did have some in like the early 2010s that were nice. Those are just solid. Echo start for the Colts. Bengals wearing their orange helmets, black jerseys, and those new orange pants that they have. I love. All right, Bengals line up to kick off. Touchback for the Ravens. Ravens start with the ball. On comes Lamar Jackson. Time MVP. 8-1 record versus Cincinnati. That's actually surprising. I know Burrow's been hurt a couple of times, but he's still been in there for, I would imagine, 6 of those. Orange Bengals pants look sharp. I know. That's been fashion. Sports. Jackson under center. Derrick Henry in the backfield. One wide receiver in motion. And a little handoff for a pretty big gain. The wide receiver on the end around. 8-yard gain. Flowers had a rough AFC championship last year, but he's been coming into his own start 2024. Effective. And a handoff to Henry for the first down. Gonna be a long day at the office for the Bengals. Like the Bills last week, the only thing the Bengals have to do is, and Jackson in the shotgun hands off to Lewis or Henry for a 2-yard gain. The Bengals have to match. They're just going to have to match offensively. All right, I am back. Jackson on second down, complete third string tight end Kolar for a short gain. Little sidearm flick. 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. Dangerous spot to be in for the Bengals. Crowd is on their feet early. Important snap. This is probably going to be 4-down territory on the Bengals side of midfield. And a handoff to Henry doesn't make a difference. Powers his way forward for 4. Anyone tell me what the hell happened to Mark Andrews? We had an APB out on him in the AFC Championship last year. And he's still, nobody can find him. Jackson under center, 3 in the backfield. Play action. Little sidearm overthrows Flowers. Very strange throw by Jackson. He's kind of one of those guys that gets the ball out at whatever arm angle it takes. This one kind of caused the ball to float away on him. And he did have to, he kind of threw it around the Bengals defender. Why it looks so strange, but overthrew Zay Flowers by a little bit and passing complete. Jackson in the gun, 5 wide receivers, man in motion. Little dump off to Henry. Oh. Henry again. That's Hill for a 7-yard gain. Yard gain, 3rd and 2. $11:25 left in the quarter. 3rd and 2 for the Ravens. Again, probably 4 down territory unless you get a loss here. Jackson in the gun, 4 wides back to his left. And first down to Hill on the outside. Out of bounds by Logan Wilson. A little too late, however, as the Ravens get another first down. 10:40 left in the opening quarter. And Jackson's back. Goes deep and complete. Dave Flowers again inside the 10. Gain of 23. First and goal for the Ravens on the opening drive. Baltimore seems to be moving with ease. There's not much resistance from this Bengals defense. Bell's disaster for the rest of the NFL. The Bengals seem to be the only one who can knock off the red and yellow team in the playoffs, so their inept abilities on defense seem to screw the rest of the league. Jackson on a keeper for a gain of 3. Zone read action with Derrick Henry. Drive continues. Second and goal from the Cincinnati 5. Again, I'm going to assume the way they've been moving that this is 4 down territory. Everything's been forward. Jackson keeps again. And should be a touchdown. Yep. Jackson dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. That was way too easy. Here are the Ravens. But it did look like as Jackson was falling, he was able to stretch it out. No, that ball will be coming back about a half a yard short. It looked good on live play, but he is short. they're showing the replay about 50 to 75 times just to make sure that his knee was down for the. It just took one extra glance. That's all. He's down. He's short. And come on. Third and goal for the Ravens. Play 69-yard, 5-minute 52-second drive. Third and goal. Jackson under center, fullback in front of Henry. Jackson changes the play at the line, 2 tight end set. Pitch to Henry, who slips and still looks like he made it in the end zone. That's another tight one, but it looked like Henry was in. I would say that little slip might have caused it there, but I mean, there was a hold on 70 for Baltimore. That wasn't called. It looked like it was a touchdown. Remember, he just has to cross the front of the white stripe. He doesn't have to get into the black. Way too easy for the Ravens. Give a look at the Bills Texans. Doesn't seem to be refreshing, so we'll manually do that here. 12-4, Bills with the ball. Justin Tucker, Mr. Automatic. Let's see if you give him the announcer's jinx. Nah, dead center. 7-0 Ravens. So the Bills punted away to the Texans. That'll be a TV timeout. The Jags are in a TV timeout. The Ravens are in a TV timeout. Let's give a look-see. Indy up 7-0 on Jacksonville. Miami +3 over New England. Washington at 0. There's not going to be much in terms of scoring. I used to love going out to the bars with my buddies, and on a Sunday you go and you sit and you watch football all day. But you go out with your entire fantasy football crew and you're just watching the damn scores. It's like there's 3 minutes have gone by in the can we get through the first half of the first quarter before we start looking at the damn fantasy football? It's maddening. Like when you got big money riding on, like I do with a couple of these leagues, it's too much sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes it's almost more fun to just not do fantasy football, you know? You just kind of just enjoy the games for what they are rather than. Trevor Lawrence, 9 straight starts, 9 straight losses. Longest active streak in the NFL. 9 consecutive losses. Their last loss was last year against the Panthers. Yeah. Like the only game they've won in the last 14. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. I'm waiting for the Ravens to get back. A little dump off to Gabe Davis. Gain of 8. The Ravens come back. I'll switch over to that. The weird thing about NFL Sunday Ticket is that you can get double boxes and quad boxes and all that, which is cool. But if the local team, let's say you live in Jacksonville and you wanted to get a double box of Jacksonville and Cincinnati, you're not allowed to because Jacksonville will be on your local CBS or whatever. Yeah, CBS. And you can't, if it's on Sunday Ticket, but it's in your local thing, you can't stream it through that channel via Sunday Ticket. It's very stupid. I don't get it. But what the hell do I know? It's still through CBS, so I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like they should be getting the ratings or whatever the reason behind it, the greedy reason is, but it's just crazy. Pay like $100 a month for Sunday Ticket and you just get what you need. First down for the Jags as the Baltimore-Cincinnati game comes back. And the kickoff goes out of bounds out of the back of the end zone by Tucker. As Joe Burrow and the Bengals come onto the field, they have to answer. They can't fall into the hole that the Bills did last week. It just kept piling on. Joe Burrow, 20 games with 300 plus passing yards, already the third most in team history, which is probably behind Boomer Esiason and Andy Dalton, I would imagine. And Burrow in the gun. Little play action. The pocket collapsed immediately. There was Ravens in the backfield. That was Kyle Hamilton, who caused Burrow just to scramble and grab a yard, which was smart. Kyle Hamilton was in the face of Burrow within a quarter of a second. There was nothing he could do except gain that yard. The only thing that saved him was that little pump fake to get Hamilton in the air. Kyle Hamilton is quietly one of the best defensive players in the NFL. Give him his props. Burrow in the gun, 3 wide receivers. And in motion to the top of the screen. And a little dump over the middle to T. Higgins for a short gain. The Bengals cannot risk a 3-and-out here. It is a dangerously... it's a dangerous drive right here. It's 3rd and 6. And you are in grave danger if you're the Bengals, because Baltimore is going to wear you down. They beat up your defense on that first drive. And to get them right back on the field would be... it's the type of thing that'll make it 35-10. The Bills found that out last week. Burrow in the gun. It looked like a false start on the Bengals. Yep. Late flag, and the Ravens still hit Burrow, even though the... ooh, encroachment, actually. It looked like the left tackle for the Bengals moved first, but that is Odafe Owe. Oh, yep, he did. He did. The left tackle jumped to lock in the encroachment, the offsides penalty. The Ravens rank dead last in penalty yards with 357. Dead last. That is wild. Burrow under center. My goodness. Handoff is stopped short of the line. That is a bad drive by the Bengals. 1 yard loss by Zach Moss. Nothing he could do. That's not on him. The Ravens were in the backfield as he got the ball. So that is I think that is just a credit to Baltimore there. Bengals are on to punt. Basically a 3-and-out. You had the penalty, but it was a 5-yard penalty on 3rd and 6. And you're already punting it away. Fair catch called at the 15 of the Ravens. You're in dangerous territory. Bengals already. You're 8 minutes. And we're looking over at Jacksonville. Of course, Doug Peterson couldn't possibly kick the damn field goal. Always has to go for it on 4th down. Always. Lawrence is back and incomplete. Intended for the rookie, Brian Thomas Jr. It is impossible for Doug Peterson to kick the field goal. It was a good throw by Lawrence. It looked like just a nice defensive play by Jones of the Colts. Oh, I don't understand. I wonder, honestly, at this point, if Doug Peterson wants his job. Does he just want out? Because I can't understand why week after week, and it's the same thing with Sirianni, week after week after week, you still go for it on 4th down with no rhyme or reason. You never kick the field goal, and you put your team under the gun. every single week. Gotta get points on the board. I don't understand the mindset. All right, looking at the Bills here, Josh Allen. It is 2nd and goal from the 10 for the Bills. Josh Allen in the shotgun, empty backfield. And he's sacked for a 6-yard loss. Bring up 3rd and goal. The Texans jerseys do not like the helmets, but these new black ones with the H. The helmet's pretty whack, but the jerseys are awesome. That red color, and that's nice. You guys gotta flip those helmets. Those are terrible. You know what they should do is do kind of like the Vikings, right? Your alternates can have like the Texan, like the bull horns coming out of the side of your helmet, because that H is super whack. But the jerseys themselves, 8 out of 10, super nice. Helmets, 2 out of 10. They suck. Oh, H. Wonder where they're from. Hertford? All right, I'll stop. The jerseys, oh man. I almost kind of want them to be the Texans' main jerseys. Those are sick. It's like the blue's a little bit off and the red's a little bit off, and it looks so damn good matched up with that black. All right, we're back in Baltimore. 1st and 10 from the 16. And play action for Jackson. Action Jackson. Oh. Incomplete. Nearly got his tight end demolished. Good Lord. That was almost a horrific collision. Wow. Tight end dives and nearly collides head on with the corner. Jackson in the gun, 2nd and 10. Single back, 3 wide receivers. And a little screen out to Flowers again. Gain of 4 out to the 20 for 3rd down and 6. Not refreshing it. Because I keep switching tabs. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. Gave him out to the 21? Really? On 3rd and 5. Bengals are on their feet. Bunch formation at the bottom of the screen. Single back. Jackson's back. And throws complete to Flowers again. Makes a little move for an extra gain. Almost out to the 50. Shy of midfield. Something in this Bengals defense, but apparently every single offense except the Patriots do as well. Moving. Flowers just on a deep slant, and he's just running free. There's no bump and run action. There's no deflection of him whatsoever. And a little play action to likely gain of 6. It's been Henry, Jackson, and Flowers just absolutely dismantling. Showing a clip from the Bears game. Panthers-Bears tied at 7. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. Empty backfield. Henry lined up as a tight end. Jackson sacked. His initial read wasn't there, which was going to go to Henry, and he was just going to tuck it and run. Let's see again here. No, he had plenty of time. He just got nervous. He's not comfortable with a pocket forming around him. So Henry wasn't there, so time to go. 3-yard loss. Jackson back on 3rd and 7 and goes deep. Nearly intercepted. Cam Taylor Britt on the play. And the Bengals hold 4th and 7. That was another pass intended for Zay Flowers. He is primary focus. Already 3 catches for 54 yards. 5 targets in the first quarter. Pretty good if you are a Ravens fan. You get this guy involved. You get him early. You get him often. Check some scores here. Carolina and Chicago tied 7-7. Buffalo 3-0 over Houston. Indy 7-0 over Jacksonville because Doug Peterson absolutely 100% refuses to kick a field goal. New England up 7-3 over the Dolphins. They're a tough watch these days, huh? You know, I'm a person who's very hard on Tua, but the fact that the offense has completely collapsed without him is pretty wild. It's the opposite of Jordan Love, right? Matt LaFleur gets anyone, sticks him in there, and it's good. But you get Tua, who I think is pretty average, pretty mid, as the kids say. And the offense is totally it's nothing now. It's not like they're missing Hill and Waddle and all those guys. It's just, I think Mostert was out for a couple games, but still had Achane, Hill, and Waddle. And they have like a litany of like these slot type receivers and extra guys who get the job done. But for some reason, you get these other 2 guys, Skylar Thompson, and I think it's Hundley. Nothing's going. Still have the Ravens at break. Check in on the Jags. Trevor Lawrence 405 for 36 yards. 1st and 10 at their own 11. Center. Play action. Goes over the middle. This is exactly what I was trying to will Doug Peterson into last week. That play action little leak out dump pass was available that entire game against Houston, and they didn't use it. So they must have been in the tapes because there was so much, they were giving so much space. All you have to do is drop Evan Ingram into that gap, or ETN or Bigsby, any of those guys. You still send the wide receivers out, and they're going to have to respect it at some point because you're going to keep chunking them for 5, 6, 7. And eventually, then you're going to start hitting big plays to your top receiver. Check in with the Bills here. It is still 3-0. Texans with the ball, 1st and 10. 3:56. Lawrence in the gun. Little dump over the middle. That's Parker Washington. Just keep your game plan. As soon as the defense starts to inch up, they're going to have to respect that play. That's when you go for it. Okay, we're back with Cincinnati. 3 wides in the shotgun for Burrow. And a little play action. Bad throw by Burrow, recovered by Chase. He's 2nd and short. By Chase is one of the top receivers. Tough catch. Makes it look easy, though. Cam Akers just scored for the Houston Texans. 6-3. Josh Allen and the Bills are going to have to get that together. on here. Yeah, 2nd and 1. On your screen, it shows 10-yard pass, but it is 2nd and 1. Just shy. Okay, Burrow. On 2nd and 1. The pistol. 4 wide receivers, man in motion. And a first down plus for Chase Brown. I was listening to the game. Forget. Oh, yeah, when they were against the Commanders, it was a Monday night because it was Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. And they just love saying that Andre Shavyash guy. It just kept, like, they really wanted to show that they could pronounce it. I mean, I can't. So, little pitch to Brown for a huge gain. He's still on his feet. Another first down for the Bengals as they approach midfield. Sovias or something like that. That dude, he could be pretty good pretty soon. You know, top shelf commentary there. But he's someone who he could be a solid 3 for this team going forward. Lost Tyler Boyd in the offseason. You can't pay everyone, so it's not like they didn't want him. Throwing the gun, Chase in motion to the bottom of the screen. Burrow dumps it off. Moss got another first down. Crosses the 45 in Ravens territory. Play call, play design, great execution. Cam Akers, touchdown for the Texans. Clarify. Maybe I said that. Texans are Burrow empty backfield, 5 wides. Back. Rolls to his right and gets rid of it. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Got to make this drive last if you're Cincinnati. You gotta put some points up. Obviously, you want 6, 7, but you have to put points on the board. Like Peter, Vic Sirianni, and Campbell. And 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Gunn drops back. Little lob out to Gesicki. Hauls it in. They say incomplete. I have to see a replay on that one. That looks like a catch to me. 1, got it. 2, Huck. That looks like a catch. The first ref waved it off, but that's a catch. Gesicki finally is coming into his own with a good quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Handoff. Huge gain for Chase Brown. First down. Now the Bengals are cooking. First quarter comes to a close. 7-0 Cincinnati. 7-0 Baltimore. Cincinnati is on the move. Take a peek over at Jaguars. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. Lawrence under center. Handoff. Nice gain up the middle. Travis Etienne. Been relatively quiet the last couple weeks. Got to get him involved, get him working. I think it was Chris Sims, who I'm a fan of, was saying that Tank Bigsby should be the one which is bananas. Hank Bigsby's a solid 2. But for you to say he's the 1 over ETN is, I don't know what he's on, but Lawrence under center, play action, little dump out to Bigsby, who's got room, plenty of room, has a lineman in front of him. When you are 20 yards downfield and you have 63 in your own jersey in front of you, that's a good sign. Big man's moving. Sure, you take your time a little bit on this one. Let him get a breather. All the way out in front. 68, 63. $15 yards downfield. Lawrence in the gun. Little completion. Out to Christian Kirk, another guy who's been relatively quiet. The Jaguars have a very solid receiver group. Just have to put this together. Washington. Handoff, and Washington 7-0 over. Jags are moving 2nd and 2. Bengals Ravens still at the break. Of course, now they go the hurricane stuff. Having a good time till you reminded me of the atrocities of the world. Thank you very much. But in all seriousness, donate redcross.org/NFL. Tax dollars apparently don't cover that. They just cover the other stuff. Overseas. Cover our own people. Yeah, I said it. All right. Cincinnati is back. I might keep flipping back and forth here. Burrow in the pistol. 3 wide receivers bottom of the screen. Another handoff to Brown, who stopped quickly for a short gain. End around to Evan Duvernay. On the Jags game, there's a dude named Speed on the Colts. Come on. Got to be good with Speed, right? Only be fitting if he broke the record for 40-yard dash. All right, Burrow in the gun, drops a pass off for a very short game. Chase Brown. I'll bring up 3rd and 7. Side Lawrence. Completion. A lot of bodies there. Lawrence, that'll be bringing up 3rd and short for the Jags. I can't see who it is. They're showing the damn offensive coordinator for the Jags instead of the guy who caught the ball, but okay, here we go. Burrow in the gun and back. Delivers a strike for the touchdown. That is T. Higgins. Bring it within 1, ending the extra point. 3rd and 2 for the Jags. Go back. Wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Motion. And a handoff to Bigsby, who stopped short. And obviously Doug Peterson go for this and fail. Imagine if you had 2 field goals right now. Be pretty weird, right? Be pretty weird just to be down by 1, wouldn't it? Might as well go for it and make it an over 2-er. It's strange. It said he's 4 for 11, Doug Peterson. Right? Bulls. 2 of the best kickers in the NFL going toe-to-toe, pun intended. Oh my God. Cam Little is out for the field goal. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. And he drills it. Imagine if you were down 7-6 instead of 7-3. Be pretty weird, right? I don't even know if you can handle yourself. Come on, Doug. Get it together, man. He's got 11 4th down attempts through 5 games. 4 games and 4 and a quarter and a half. Whatever the fuck. And the kicker just kicked his 8th field goal attempt. He has more, Doug Peterson has more 4th down conversion attempts than his kicker has field goal attempts threw four games in a quarter. Come on. That's probably... Whoa. What just happened in Houston? Something happened. Let's see. Nico Collins. I did not see what happened, but not a good sign for the Bills. Last 6 quarters for the Bills have been rough sledding. Got here. Nico Collins just on a go route. Just a 60-yard bomb. He is statistically the top receiver in the NFL this year. Nico Collins. Pretty wild, right? Considering Tank Dell, there's an APB out on Tank Dell as well. Somebody find him, see if he is still part of the team, see if he's still in the NFL. You know? Anyone? See if he's got any catches. No, of course not. However, Nico Collins with 2 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. That was a 60-plus yarder, so. It's been a rough 6 quarters for Buffalo. That is a 56. Wait, what was the final score? It's a 49-13 in the last 5 quarters. Bills are being outscored in the last 5 quarters, 49-13. It is wild. Jaguars have a swimming pool up in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Stands there. Jacksonville, also home of All Elite Wrestling. Fun fact, the owner for the Jags' son owns AEW. Absolute bomb. Is perfect strike by Stroud. Something must have happened there. All right, let's get back to the Bengals here. Ravens with the ball at the 30. Start the drive. 13:44 to go in the half. Little pitch to Derrick Henry, who gains 4.5. Bring up 2nd down. Dax Hill for the Bengals will not return, out with a knee injury. Hopefully not too severe for him. Second and 7. What? Okay. Jackson in the gun. Man in motion. Derrick Henry to his right. Hands off. And Henry is stopped at the line of scrimmage. How they came up with 2nd and 7 is beyond me, but we'll continue. There's a guy named Stone for the Bengals and Speed for the Colts. Solid name. Go 3rd and 5, single back, bunch formation, top of the screen. Motion to trips. And Jackson's back. And looking to run. And he throws incomplete. Bengals hold. 4th and 5. Jackson was running strangely on that. He was like kind of running backwards, but looking over his shoulder. It was really weird. Top Shelf Analysis. Yes, take it. That is the new name of the channel, is Top Shelf Analysis. He's like running, looking over his left shoulder, And it actually worked to break the he kind of juked the defensive lineman with that weird tactic, but who am I to question him? Dude's a freaking stud, so freaking broke his ankles. The guy was like allowing him towards the first down because of the way he was looking over his left shoulder. It was very odd. Okay. Ravens with the punt. And that'll sail into the end zone. That must be a windy day because it just kind of looked like it kept sailing. So, all right, let's check in on the Bills there at the end of the quarter. And what is going on in Buffalo? They beat the Jags by 37, and I know the Jags are 0-4, but 37, and then all of a sudden they've like forgotten how to do everything. It's really odd. Went from looking like easily the best team in the NFL to like, yeah, maybe not. Are they even the best team in their division? Yeah, they are. Come on. Bills need to take advantage like the Patriots did for years. Patriots had the AFC East was the worst division every single year. Could you imagine how fun it would have been if those Patriots had to play against, well, the Jets with Rodgers haven't really panned out how we thought, but against Josh Allen's Bills? Tom Brady spent half of his career playing against Trent Edwards and JP Lossman. What the hell's happening? Wonder if freaking Duke could play into the late into the season every year. 6 cakewalk games every time they played them. Yeah, the Jets had a couple good years with Sanchez and all that, but nothing really to speak of. I would be curious. I'm sure I could find it here. Brady record versus AFC. 90-22. 90-22. And you know what? That even seems like that's not high enough. What it feels like. 4th and inches for the Colts. We still got Bengals at the break. In their own territory. They're in the shotgun 4th and inches. It has to be a tactic, right? Are they going to snap it? No way. There you go. Hey, no way they freaking snap in their own territory. Bengals? Like your damn... Uh-oh. Nico Collins going into the tent for the Houston Rockets. Or whatever their team is. Houston Oilers? Is that over there? Burrow in the pistol. T. Higgins in motion. Play action. Burrow going deep. Has a man underthrown. T. Higgins had him beat. Ball was underthrown by 5 yards. Still almost caught it. Wow. Higgins had a full head of steam. Had him beat by a couple of steps, and the ball was underthrown. 100% on the shoulders of Joe Burrow there. At him. Higgins is on the sideline getting a breather because he ran 60 yards. Burrow's back. Incomplete again. This is intended for our boy Andre Isovias. Ishoviash. Where the hell it is. Should have listened, I guess, to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman because they said it 500 times. But they're hard to listen to. No, they're just... Let's check. Oh, here we go. We're back. Burrow in the gun. Single back. 4 wides. Burrow's back and sacked immediately. Uh-oh. Burrow is in the fetal position. Wondering how he missed that pass. What just happened? Jags just had a quick score. They were in their own end zone, so I'll wait for that replay. Okay, Burrow's feet. Inside their own 15. See what we have here. And just a go route by Thomas, and Lawrence hits him in stride, and Thomas sails to the end zone. Jags take a 9-7 lead. Oh boy. Ravens will start their drive just shy of the 50-yard line. And on the other side, the Texans already have the ball back. They already have it. They're already with the ball again. So something happened to the Bills. I don't know what it is, and they can't move the ball. And we're at commercial for teams, so Texans are moving again. 2nd and 10 for the Texans. At their own 20. Off to Akers for a short gain. The other two games are on commercial break. You're the Bills. You got a lot to figure out. You went from looking unbeatable to very mediocre for the course of, 6 quarters? It's pretty weird. Overreaction? I don't know, because now they're playing the Jags. Even though some people thought they might be good, the Jags aren't in the same league as the Ravens and the Texans. So I don't know what is happening. Their first down for Houston. Stephon Diggs Bowl. All right. Sucks for the Bills, especially because this idiot stand-up guy who is only in it for the team. Ugh. Is that his first catch? I didn't see him on that thing at all. Yeah, that's his first catch. And of course, he's posing and grabbing his nuts and flipping people off and talking trash. And Bills are better off without him. Is he a good player? Yeah. Is he worth the headache? No. No, he's not. All right. We're back to Cincinnati. First and 10 for the Ravens. Ball starts at the Baltimore 49. Bills defense has a tall task at hand. Play action for Jackson and complete. Oh! Ball in and out of the Ravens' hands. An absolutely hard hit by Cam Taylor-Britt. Nelson Aguilar got absolutely hammered. And a legal hit. Shoulder to shoulder. But he absolutely demolished him and the ball goes flying. There's no way you can consider that a catch. The Ravens did recover, but they're calling it an incomplete pass. He's going into concussion protocol. It was shoulder to shoulder. He got whiplashed a little bit, but he seems good. Better to make sure, right? Jackson in the gun. And Pleat. Dave Flowers. Now, this is what I mean about... Sorry, that's Bateman. 7, not 4. This is what I mean about the inaccuracy of today's quarterbacks. It's like those kinds of plays where Aguilar just got smashed happened all the time back in the day. Now, were some pretty gross? Yeah, of course. Like, too gross. But yeah, you have to answer to your receivers if you leave them out to dry like that. Jackson in the gun, 3 wide receivers. Zay Flowers in motion. And a handoff to Henry, who has room. Gain of 6. But if you're constantly leaving guys out to dry and they're just getting Ray Lewis, you know what I mean? You got to answer to them. You're going to be back in that locker room by the time the game's over, standing across from a dude who you might have just, left out to dry for the last time. But now there's none of that. You penalize any sort of hard action, and these guys keep getting away with just being inaccurate and throwing high and just leaving these guys out on the line. And handoff to Henry on 2nd down, who gets the first, just outside the 20 of the Bengals. This other screen, I have the Colts, and Joe Flacco is absolutely dealing. The guy's what is he, like 38, 39? Doing it like he never stopped. Would the Browns be competitive if they had Flacco instead? I would imagine so. All right, we have 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Play action. And Jackson's rolling out to his right. Throws incomplete and for Mark Andrews. Okay, other than wondering where the hell he is. Active rushing leaders in the NFL: Derrick Henry with 10,000 yards, Ezekiel Elliott with 8,900, Joe Mixon with 6,500. Doesn't it seem like Joe Mixon's been around a lot longer than that? I could be wrong. It just feels like he's been around so long. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. And off to little play action from Jackson, who rolls to his left and gains 4. It'll be third and medium. 3rd and 5 to be exact. It was a triple option play. Fake the inside to Henry and go on the pitch option on the outside. 3rd and 5, big down for the Bengals. At this point is a 4 down. I think that they'll go field goal if they don't get it here. Jackson's back, being chased to his right, and complete to Bateman, who has room and walks in for the touchdown. Don't have to worry about 4th down. Back and forth we go. Ravens 13, Bengals 7, 8 minutes left in the half. If we look over at Flacco and the Colts, little trick play. He's got room to run. Wow. There's a double pass back to Goodson, who gains about 15. At least I kind of caught that play midway through. The pass from Flacco, then they throw it back across the field, and he's got 3 linemen out in front of him, so he gains about 20 yards. They go right back to him on the ground, and he's hit immediately and kind of rolled up on his legs. All right. Nasty looking. Justin Tucker hits the extra point for Cincinnati, or against Cincinnati. Somebody's tired. All right. Jags 10, Colts 7, Chicago 14-7 over the Panthers, Baltimore 14-7 over the Bengals, Bills down 14-3 to the Texans, Jags 10-7, Sorry for microphone. New England 7-3 over Miami. Washington 7-3 over Cleveland. That is it for the 1 o'clock games. We have some baseball coming. Las Vegas, Denver, Arizona, San Francisco, Green Bay, and the Rams, and Giants, Seattle. Honestly, not any games I'm in. But the Philadelphia Phillies need a win against the Mets. They're playing at 4 o'clock as well. So I'll probably stick around to watch that. I don't know if I'll do play-by-play or not. I'm squeezing a power nap at halftime. Why is it a power nap? I don't know. Quick recharge. Oh, Monday night game is going to be. Yeah, I think after the 1 o'clocks, I'm set on football for the week. That Sunday night game looks pretty brutal. The Monday night games, I'm definitely not watching that. Man. How about that Falcons Bucks game? Night. Usually don't get much on Thursdays. Like Washington against the Giants. Yeah, oh, it was Dallas Giants. That game was horribly boring. What was the other one? There's Jets Patriots. Oh my goodness. All right, we're back in Cincinnati as Tucker picks it for a touchback. Burrow needs to match. He's got 8 minutes, 3 timeouts, plenty of time. But you can't just give it straight back. You gotta get out there and do your thing. IS commercial. Gotta make sure we get that little advertisement in. All right, Burrow under center. Power I formation. 1 wide receiver. And a handoff. No gain. Ford. Oh, Ford reported as eligible. Hey, who the hell is Ford? Browns had some good runs today, but he's Canadian. What the hell? Didn't know Canadians played football. They don't play much soccer either, do they? Mostly hockey, right? Hockey, lacrosse. Or there's some medium gain for T. Higgins for a 3rd and short. Haven't seen much from Jamar Chase today. Been mostly Higgins on the receiver. Higgins, a couple Gesicki hits. Jamar Chase, the only thing I remember from him is, oh my God, did he just... Okay. It looked like 10 for the Colts just blew out his knee, but he just slipped. That would have been horrible. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2 for the Bengals. This is a must get. Starting from the 39. Chase in motion. And a play action. And Burrow sacked for a 9-yard loss. Chase was open in the flat. I don't know what they were trying to go for, if there was some sort of back end screen. Let's see if we can suss that out. I don't even know what he was looking for there. It was barely a play action to Moss. Wow. That was a brutal loss for the Bengals. Right back to the Ravens, who have 3 timeouts and plenty of time to put this game in dangerous territory for the Bengals. This could get ugly quick, folks. Bengals do down the ball just inside the 2. Good news for them. perfect for Derrick Henry to go on a 98-yard run like you're doing. Guy is a freak of nature. Holy crap. There was a podcast the other day while they're showing these replays. Oh, we're going to commercial anyways. Where I don't know who the guy was, but it was Ryan Clark and some other dude talking to Derrick Henry. He's talking about his high school days, and they're showing some video of it. I couldn't imagine when I was in high school lining across this dude. He was the same size that he is now. Like, I remember one time in high school I had 56 carries. Oh my god. Remember when I was 10th, 9th or 10th grade for JV, and we played against this team, and the running back, this dude full beard. So we're all supposed to be in 9th and 10th grade, and this dude looked like he just got done with his construction job. The dude ran all over us. The most sore I'd ever been after a brutal beat. They beat us like 56 to 10. It was absurd. But the dude, and these bastards, I think they did it on purpose. They had like magenta pants. They had their white jerseys because we were at home, and their pants were like pinkish, maroonish, pinkish. And I think it was like a tactic to be like, not only did we beat your ass because they were like a famously good team, but we did it in pink pants. Pansies. Yeah, it was embarrassing. But they had monsters on it. Like, I'm 5'11". I was like 220, like pretty solid. And the dudes, they were just like, you line up across from some of the tackles and guards that they had. It's like, oh yeah, why don't you blitz on this play? 55, you're blitzing. Oh, really? That'll work out well. That damn running back, he was fast as hell, and he just tore us apart. I don't even remember the quarterback. That's how brutal it was. All right, I think we're coming back here from the break. Yeah, it was miserable. But that's how you get tough, I guess. I don't know. The learning experience. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Bengals touchdown paint behind Derrick Henry. From their own 2. And handoff for a safety. Tackled in the backfield. Sam Hubbard on the tackle. Probably the only size man that could tackle Derrick Henry. You need a defensive lineman to do so. That is 14-9 and a huge play for Cincinnati. And as we peek back, that was weird by the fullback for the Ravens. He just kind of whiffed on him. 3rd and 6 for the Jaguars on the other side. Throwing the gun bunch to the top of the screen. And I said Burrow, I meant Lawrence. And 1st down for the Jags as they approach midfield. The Bengals Ravens is in a short break, so we'll peek over at high game, Jacksonville and Indy. 4 wides for the Jags, 1 back. Lawrence is back. And short completion. Oh, incomplete. Dropped it. And it looked fumble-ish, but did he survive the catch? Did he make a football move? Is that or is that not the corniest line? Did he make a National Football League move? Whatever happened to grabbing the ball and 2 feet down? Like, it doesn't matter what happens after that. Did he survive the ground? Who cares? He had 2 feet down. Anyways. Tucker's kicking off here, but we still got Lawrence in the gun. 3 wide receivers, 42 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Shy of midfield. And Lawrence with a little swing out to ETN for a short loss. And we are going to stick with the Bengals here as they try to show in the safety again. Tremendous job by Hubbard. 33 seconds left for the Jags on 3rd and 10. Maybe I'll just keep calling 2 games at once. Pretty wild. First safety in 75 games for the Bengals. What does that mean? Oh, in the last 75 games, but it didn't say that. Burrow, 4 wide receivers, 1 back to his right. And a handoff for a short gain. Zach Moss on the carry. I do like the 2 backs that the Bengals have. I think they just need a little bit more touches, but there's a lot of people on the Bengals. There's a lot of men on the Bengals who need touches. So it's kind of difficult. But 2nd and 6 for the Bengals from their own 36. Got to get Chase involved here. Is Burrow over the middle to Chase. And on the other side, Lawrence completes to Davis as they approach field goal range. And Davis fumbles, but there is a flag down. Whew. A lot going on here. I don't know if you guys think is all that's time. Just sounds. Chase on a little hook over the middle and draped all over him. Let's see what the flag is for Jacksonville. Pass interference on the offense. Penalties decline, so Colts turn it over. Jags turn it over to the Colts. And the Bengals have 3 wide receivers, 1 back, and a little dump immediately hit. Moss is just crushed by Hamilton. The guy's a star. He was literally the only reason in that AFC Championship game that the Ravens were even close. Yep. Davis just coughed it up. I assume the Colts will kneel on it there. Check back with the Bengals. 4 wide receivers, 1 back to the right. 2nd and 10. 44. And a little dump out to... Oh, he's still on his feet? No? All. 3rd and 5. Are the Colts just gonna down it, or are they gonna... Oh, looks like they're gonna give it a crack. Well, I suppose. 3rd and 5 for the Bengals. 3:44 to go at midfield. Trips to the top of the screen. Back. Burrow's back. And incomplete. Should be a flag. No. As intended for Chase. Number 2 for the Ravens is extremely skinny man. Holy crap. That should be a penalty. Hooked his arm, grabbed him around the waist, has him on the chest. What the hell? Pretty wild. 4th and 5. How is it even? You had like 3 or 4 different chances. All that Nevertheless, Ravens still have 3 timeouts and 3 to go. Commercial will check over with Joe Flacco, who's stripped. The Jags pick it up, and they're in with 5 seconds left. Have the chance, Doug Peterson, to kick a field goal to take the lead. It's a strip sack, a fumble return. This helmet's weird. Added ones. I do like the idea. They just look so strange, you know? Anyways. What if they, instead of that big thing over the top, they put it underneath, made the helmets a little bigger? You know what I mean? So it wasn't like kind of goofy. But that's okay. Better to protect them. Stylish. Hines Allen on the return. Doug Peterson doesn't get a field goal, I swear. All right, we're back with Baltimore and Cincinnati. 2nd and 9. Jackson and 4 wide receivers. And a little completion to Aguilar. Short gain. 3rd and short. .26 to go in the quarter. Half, I should say. 3rd and 5 for the Ravens. Bengals can stop them here. They still have another chance. Ravens can get it first down, then also same deal here. Stutter. Tired man stuttering. The Bears are hammering them. And Jackson's back. And he's going to scramble. And shy of the first down. That'll bring up the 2-minute warning. On the other side, the Jags nail a field goal. 13-10 Jacksonville after the turnover. On top of Pratt. No, his knee. Jackson's knee went down, but then he kind of draped over the Bengals defender, which would have given. All right, quick score check. And Buffalo still locked at 3. Chicago 21, Carolina 7, Baltimore 14-9. Looks like they're gonna punt. Houston 14-3. Jacksonville at 13. England and Miami's 7-3. Washington. Texas. Boodle. Had Baltimore. Had Carolina, Baltimore, Buffalo, Indy, Miami, Washington. Good Lord. Rough go, huh? Little is on to kick off for the Jags to send that to halftime. Not sure yet, but I might do what I always do. End the stream at half. Take a mini break and then restart it. Not sure yet. I may just maybe I'll just keep it up, let it run. Good game so far. Good game on both ends. Colts will probably just kneel on that one. 30 with 4 seconds left. Game to return. Yeah, the Colts kneel on it. Halftime for Jacksonville. Let's check in with the Colts or with the Texans. That one's on commercial break. And I've never been to Cincinnati, but it looks like a nice city. Showing an overview of the river or a lake or whatever there. What the hell's going on? 4th and 1 for Baltimore. And they go for it? Are you for real? They're going to bring on the measuring sticks. This is actually like on their own 24, they go for it on 4th down. And it looks like the Bengals stood them up. And I don't understand why everyone just points. Do the players know that pointing doesn't affect the ref's decision? Because they all do it. Okay, 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Good Lord, what a stupid thing to do. 1:05 to go. Jackson back. And he's set. Oh, he breaks free. and is able to get rid of it on the sideline. The Bengals had him 2 or 3 times in a sack, and he's able to break free and get rid of the ball. That would have been a huge loss. Remember, the Bengals still have 3 timeouts, so if you get sacked all the way back at your own 5, then you're in trouble. It does stop the clock with 55 seconds to go. Now, what do you do if you're Baltimore? Do you keep throwing? Are you really that worried about trying to get points right now? Trips to the top of the screen for Lamar Jackson, one back to his right, and in motion. Little handoff, and tackled immediately. Now you call timeout if you're Cincinnati. Clock's still running. Maybe they called timeout immediately and the refs just didn't stop it because you let like 6 seconds go off the clock for no reason. It was such a weird call. It's 4th and 1 from your own 24 with a minute left, and you want to mess around with going for it on 4th down for what? You're winning. I don't know. I don't know. If that's me, I'm not messing with that. 4th and 1 from your own damn territory. What the hell are you smoking? Weed is legal now, so maybe all these coaches are 4th down, bro. See John Harbaugh saying that. All right. Jackson's back again from the shotgun and goes deep, incomplete. And now, wait a second. Baltimore called a timeout on that last play, not Cincinnati. Cincinnati's getting the ball back with all 3 timeouts and 44 seconds left. Why didn't... Okay, I don't know. Why did Baltimore call a timeout? Like they're that greedy? They deserve Cincinnati to score on them. That was the greediest, weird, in your own territory drive I've ever seen. What is happening? And punt return by the Bengals out to the 21. Now, what do you do if you're Cincinnati? You got to try and get into field goal range here. You have a top 5 kicker, I would say. Let's see, we have the Cowboys kicker, whose name I always forget. Obviously, Justin Tucker and Harrison Butker. But other than that, I would say probably McPherson, right? Jake Elliott's a great kicker. He just doesn't get a chance to play. All right, here we go. Burrows in the gun. Trips to the top of the screen. One back. .34 seconds to go. All 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to get into field goal range. Throws back. And hit as he throws complete. And that would be Higgins again. He's been Burrow's favorite target for this game. I think this is the last game going into halftime. Burrow's back again. Escapes pressure. Little dump out to Moss. Who lunges forward for close to a first down. Look like just shy. And a timeout by Cincinnati. 2nd and 1. I think your game plan, if you're the Bengals, is aiming for field goal range. You have little less than 20 yards to go to get into McPherson's field goal range. are 21 seconds to go. 2nd and 1. I think if you get close and it's towards the end, you just let McPherson rip it anyways, see what happens, instead of throwing a Hail Mary. Burrow's in the gun. Steps up in the pocket. Throws downfield. Complete. Right at the target line for Chase, and there's another timeout by the Bengals. Now you're in field goal range, and don't get greedy. Just go for the... Just try and get some more yards. Don't go for the end zone here. You want to just try and snag a few more yards, make it more comfortable for McPherson. Nice catch by Chase, and is able to duck down and get out of the way of harm. See what I have here. 15 seconds left. 1 timeout. Burrow's in the gun again. Back. Has time and goes for the end zone. Complete to Chase for the touchdown with 9 seconds to go. We do have a flag down. Oh, no. Roughing the passer as well. Wow. Bengals. Make the Ravens pay for the greed. Incredible. Chase gets lost in the shuffles, puts a little move on the Ravens safety, and Burrow has time and finds him. I don't know if that's roughing the passer. Come on. He hit him in the midsection right as he was throwing. Just because Burrow's head kind of snapped back is not the fault of the defender. It's a 250-pound man tackling him. It's kind of wild that they do that kind of stuff. I don't know. Not a big fan of the roughing the passer calls. Burrow just he starts on a go, puts a little shimmy on the safety who turns his back towards the top of the screen as Chase goes to the bottom of the screen, and by that point it's too late. Burrow delivers a perfect pass in stride. He walks into the end zone. Wow. The Bengals lead 15-14. Are we getting a 2-point conversion try to make it a field goal game? Yes, we are. Because of the safety, that's why the score is offset like this. So it's 2 touchdowns and a safety for Cincinnati. Burrow in the gun, 4 wide receivers, Chase in motion, bunched to the top of the screen. And he's looking, delivers. There's a flag down. But Hamilton's running it all. Could you imagine? If this is not a flag on the Ravens, then the Ravens just took the lead on a pick 6 on an extra point. Oh, cancel that. Gesicki runs Hamilton down. But there is a flag. That was strange. Gesicki's winded. Hamilton's winded. Moss was in there. Pass interference on the Ravens. Good Lord. What the hell is going on? Stephen Colbert is a hack, isn't he? Showing he's on the Bengals game, or where the Jags game was. Guy, isn't it? Good Lord. What a job by Gesicki to chase him down. That'd be such an odd swing. Swing of momentum. If the Ravens ended up taking a 16-15 lead on a pick six on an extra point on a 2-point conversion attempt. Oh, what a game. This has been fun so far. Here we go. Bengals at the half-yard line in a timeout. What the hell? Game will be going to 5 o'clock. Hamilton's on the sideline now. There's no way you put him back out there. Wow. Two-point conversion attempt at the half-yard line. That's still just such a strange... I do not like that roughing the passer call. It says they have voice of Gene Steratore on there. I'm not a fan of that. Burrow under center, I formation. Handoff to Brown, who's in. Extra point, 17-14 Bengals. And that is what the Ravens get for the greed on the other end. I know, it probably didn't. Ooh, Washington scores again, 24-3. Cleveland is miserable. Holy crap. I wish you had some... Imagine if you, like, drafted a guy in the first round, and then he was, like, pretty good and took you to the playoffs. You could have built on him, but instead you got this guy, this troubled dude who was sexually harassing a bunch of chicks and trying to get rubbing tugs, and now he's on your team for twice the money that they paid, that you would have had to pay your original guy. Got like this bit of swagger about him, is doing pretty well for a different team. I don't know. Just throwing it out. I don't know if that could ever happen. But Cleveland, oh my goodness gracious. The Bengals are getting ready to kick off. 9 seconds left. Baltimore has one timeout. You think they'll kneel on it, or are they gonna try and score a touchdown here? Curious. Sean Watson, the getting paid $45 million a year, 6 of 14 for 37 yards. Come on. I swear the Eagles play the Browns next week. If the Eagles lose to the Browns, I'm gonna lose it. Deshaun Watson's actually pathetic. 6 of 14 for 37 yards. I did a voiceover for a channel last year, and it was called The Satisfying Downfall of Deshaun Watson, and a bunch of people. This was after he got injured and Joe Flacco took over and looked way better in the exact same offense. And, you know, after all the stuff that happened, because I did I forget exactly what the video was called, but I did one for Brock Purdy on the opposite end, and the guy who was running the channel's like, okay, we need one on the opposite end of the spectrum, is on the decline, because those were the types of videos at the time, or whatever the case. And all the comments are like, oh, he's not, you know, you're just yelling, screaming about the fact that the script was saying that Deshaun Watson was on a decline. No, it sucks, right? You get all your hopes up. I've been there. Eagles fan. We have one Super Bowl, but it's not like we got 17 of them, you know. I've been there. I know what it's like. The 2011 Eagles, look it up. Seriously. I was like, they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Got Nnamdi Asomugha and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie to go with Asante Samuel. Yeah. I've been there. I know what it's like. And then they were 4-8 with that team. They ended up 8-8, but they were 4-8 through 12. It was very bad. I know what it's like, man. What's like, Brown? I root for you. I don't necessarily root for Deshaun Watson, but I root for you. I have a rule when the Eagles are eliminated, I always root for teams that have never done it, never been to the Super Bowl, never won the Super Bowl. That's what it's like. Root for you, Browns fan. I know you want a real championship that's not tied to LeBron. I know you got it and it's good, but you'd rather have one that's not. You got a chance this year with the Guardians. Is that what they're called now? Cleveland Guardians. But got a shot. You guys hammered freaking Kansas City, right? Hammered the Royals yesterday. I think they're off today. Yeah, the two NL games are on today. 4:08 Mets Phillies. Phillies need the win. 8:03 Padres Dodgers. Padres need that win. There is no way around that. Speaking of needing a win, the Bills are down 17-3. Brutal fashion. Let's check back in with the Jags. I'm gonna hit bathroom break. Let's see, 24-3 Washington over Cleveland. Same score. I mean, I know it's at halftime, but it's been 7-3 for a while. Patriots, Dolphins. Obviously, we know since he's getting the ball at the start of the second half, and Chicago is destroying Carolina. Let's click back in here to pop over here to Jags Colts. And it looks like the Jags are punting it away to the Colts. I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, back. 3rd and 6. Second and 6 passing complete by Flacco. 3rd and 6. Bengals Ravens still at halftime. Interesting. I was concerned about this game getting out of hand, but it's actually the Buffalo. I was concerned about Ravens Bengals getting out of hand in favor of the Ravens. But it's Buffalo who can't seem to get on the board here. Do have a field goal, but Texans are smacking them. Leg down on the play. Joe Flacco passes short for gain. Possibly a defensive offsides. Oh, another illegal shift. I would like the statistics on the illegal formation situation. Like, is this the most times they've ever called this penalty? What was that? I don't remember it as much last year. Just like they've done it so often. Punt is away for the Colts. Fair. No, not fair catch. Like he waved it off. Okay. Jags will start at their own 44. Third quarter. Good game. They're just full. Washington looking like one of the best teams. It is so wild. I did think at the beginning of the year that they would come in second in the division over Dallas. Looks like they're going to be first. Huh. Everyone had the Giants coming in. What? How many people, if you put like Commanders fans aside, a lot of people have confidence. You put like the neutral people aside who were predicting it, I would guess very few people had Washington leading the NFC East. But huge credit to Jaden Daniels, huge credit to the coaching staff. They are calling plays specifically. They have modeled the entire offense around Jaden Daniels. He is executing it to such a high level that he is going to be dangerous. Can't really say what we have from JJ McCarthy or Drake May yet. But out of the quarterbacks who are starting, oh, and Michael Penix, obviously. Out of the starting quarterbacks who have been drafted in the 2024 draft, Daniels clearly looks like the best one. And I wouldn't even say he has the best team of the three. It's got to be Chicago. But Caleb Williams, it's looking like the wrong choice again for Chicago. But they're used to that. Caleb Williams actually having a nice game, 11-15 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. You would take that all day if you're Chicago. We're back from break as Trevor Lawrence with a nice throw to Thomas Jr. for a gain of 13. Trying to go back to the other game. Blocking me. Man, that was such a beautiful throw for Burrow to chase. He needed that. Bengals only 1 of 5 on third down. They're half and they're all right. We're back to Jacksonville for a short gain to Travis Etienne on first down. Wow. 17 games for Lawrence, 13-4. Then he sprains his ankle and goes 0-8. Significantly less passing yards. So is it his mobility that helps him with creating space? I don't know, but playing a lot better today. 18-21 for 255 and a touchdown. He has time to throw and delivers a strike. Intercepted right on cue. Look at that. Down at the 1. Good punt right there. That was not sarcasm, even if it sounded like. We're back in Cincinnati. Announcer's curse. All right, Burrow in the gun. 3 wide receivers, man in motion. That's Chase. Play action. They dump it out to Chase, who's hit immediately for a 4-yard loss. I don't know why Burrow still threw it there. There was a Baltimore Ravens standing face to face with Chase, and he still threw him the damn ball. Sometimes you got to bail there, Joey Burrow. Left him out to dry. What the hell? Yeah. Nothing Chase could do. Like, probably should have just let that one go. I don't know. Burrow's back again. Incomplete, nearly picked off. Slant attempt for T. Higgins. Joe Burrow is a little bit off out of the half. Higgins punched it out of the way of 23 for Baltimore, and it nearly popped right into the hands of Smith. Here's Simpson. 3rd and 14 for the Bengals. Cover 4 for Baltimore. Burrow's back. And has a man. That's Higgins. Incomplete. And a flag is down. Higgins nearly caught that. That was a tough catch. But 44, Humphrey was all over Higgins. And that is going to, at the very least, be a defensive hold, but likely a pass interference. Yeah, there you go. Defensive hold. Be a 5-yard penalty. What? Penalty declined? Oh, he did catch it. Holy crap. And the ground knocked it out. Hey. They finally changed the damn rules. 2 feet down has the ball. Brown knocked it out. First down, 5-yard gain for Chase Brown. Sorry, Zach Moss. 30 and 31 are the numbers for the Bengals backs. It's you gotta change that up. Give me like 30 and then 47 for the 2 numbers. Second and 3 for Cincinnati. 6-yard gain, but it's a 2nd and 3. It's a long 3. Burrow under center. Little weird pitch. It was a pitch, but Brown came up the center. It wasn't a. In all my years, I've never seen a pitch to go in between the tackles. Wow. That was very strange looking play. Offensive lineman down. Mims. Play. His right knee looks weird. Oh, I hope that's not what it was. They are working on his legs. His right knee looks top shelf. Right, they go to commercial for the injury timeout. On the other screen, we have Flacco in the gun on 3rd and 4 in his own end zone. Incomplete. Jags will get the ball back after the Trevor Lawrence interception. Savage on the coverage. Another good name. We had Speed, Stone, and Savage. That game is getting out of hand. Here. Whereas New England put up a field goal to make. I did see on the bottom ticker that Devin Achane is out for the rest of the game with a concussion. Jags on the return. Huge gain. Still going. The massive gain on the return for the Jags is exactly what they need. Doug, I know you listen. I know you're listening right now. If you don't get into the end zone, it's okay to kick the field goal. Your defense, listen, your defense is playing well. It's okay. You kick field goals just like last week. You could be in business to put this game out of reach, but you let Houston hang around. Your dumbass 4th down attempts. Just kick field goals. Obviously, end zone is the goal, but it's okay. Promise it'll be all right. 1st and 10 from the 19 for Jacksonville. Handoff up the middle for a big gain by Travis Etienne for the 1st down. Still going into the end zone. Sorry, that's big. Bigsby, and that's a touchdown for Jacksonville. Make it a 2-score game. We are still at commercial for Cincinnati. I hope Mims is all right. Oh no. Coming off the field. Maybe it was his knee because his right knee looked maybe dislocated. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Okay. 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. Burrow's back. Delivers a strike to Chase for the 1st down. Just like Jacksonville, Cincinnati. The goal is a touchdown. Field goal is all right. It's fine. Chase with a nice move. My dude, number 2 for Ravens is so damn skinny. Oh my goodness, bro. All right, here we go. Burrow in the gun, hands off to Moss. Swarmed by Ravens. With forward progress, that should be right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. He was knocked back quite a bit, but forward progress should give it to him. 20-10 Jacksonville. There you go, boy. Waiting all year for you guys to frickin' put up some points. Jerking around. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Empty backfield for Burrow. Back has time. Incomplete, intended for Higgins. Burrow's throwing high today. A lot of his passes are missing high. If that's a little bit lower, Higgins has that catch. It still did hit him in the hands, but he's in the middle of 4 Ravens. He could get absolutely demolished, and you threw it outstretched. What I talked about earlier, getting your guys left out to dry. Go. 3rd and 10 for the Bengals. On Ravens' side of midfield. Back goes Burrow, who goes deep. Caught! Oh my goodness, what a throw and catch. he's complaining as though the ref said it was not a catch, but the ref's like, yeah, we're here. Give him the ball. It's so Iosivas. Yashivas. That's his name. My dude, Andre. I'm just going to call him Andre. But bro absolutely caught that. What a pass. Throw and catch. Absolutely incredible. 39 yards. All the way down to the 2. Huge gain for Baltimore. Baltimore for Cincinnati. And Burrow under center. We're going right to it. And a short gain. Hand off down to the 1. Second down and goal. Moss. It's so funny. Moss looks like such a small dude, but he's standing next to these linemen that are 6'6", 380, 330. And the dude probably standing next to me looks like a normal ass dude that freaking yoked. He's probably like 5'10", but next to these friggin' monsters. All right, here we go. I formation and Burrow attempted sneak. A lot of pushing, little rugby scrum action. And it looks like he's just shy. You go for it again. This is the type of thing that I saw Cleveland do. And I need other teams to start doing this. They had Jameis Winston, so it was against Jacksonville. They had Jameis Winston do the sneak on 4th down instead of Deshaun Watson. Why? Because you're paying Deshaun Watson $45 million a year. So you get Jameis Winston, who's bigger and stronger, and you probably don't mind as much as if he gets smashed rather than your 45 mil guy. Even though Jameis Winston's better than Watson, but that's not the point. Watson's the starter, right? So if it's me, oh my God, a delay a game on Cincinnati. What a horrible mistake there. But if it's me, right? I don't put Joe Burrow's head in that pile. I'd say, well, the Eagles always do it with Jalen Hurts. Well, doesn't matter if Jalen Hurts gets hurt. I'm done. Wow. From the 6 is the Bengals. Are the Bengals, right? Trips to the top of the screen. Man in motion. That's Chase. Back goes Burrow. Delivers a strike to Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. Bengals take a 9-point lead. We are looking at a 10-point lead following the extra point for Cincinnati. Other side, the Jacksonville Jaguars hold 10 points. Little slant action for T. Higgins, and the ball was still a little bit behind him. He had room in front, and Burrow's a little bit off today. Not enough for it to be detrimental, but he's a little bit off. McPherson on for the extra point. Drills it. 24 Bengals, 14 Ravens. Team that put up 35 points against the Buffalo Bills last week. Such a strange season. It's such an odd season so far. Oh, the Dolphins decided that they wanted a couple more points. They hit a field goal. It's 10-6. Keeping that game tight. Bills get into the end zone. It's 20-10 in Houston. See what the touchdown was. It was a James Cook rushing touchdown. This one's way behind. I don't think the browser updates if you have multiple tabs open. It's not updating the ones in the background. Let's see. James Cook with a 5-yard touchdown run. A lot going on here. Chicago's out of hand. Washington's out of hand. We have double-digit games across the board with the exception of Miami and New England. Phillies Mets will be starting in an hour. Phillies need that. They sure blew that game yesterday. Zach Wheeler threw 7 innings of 1 hit. He did have 4 walks, but they were scattered throughout, and the lost that start. You're the Phillies. Where do you go from here? Well, the answer is, Sanchez is starting game 2, not Nola. Nola will be starting game 3 in New York. Interesting. New York City has a lot of stuff going on. You don't typically get the Mets in the postseason. Waiting on either of these games to come back. Here we go. Kickoff returnable for the Ravens and tackled at the 26. Pinballed a little bit. T. Higgins so far 6 catches for 55 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fresh that just so. There is a player down on the field in Jacksonville, and all the Colts are out. So that usually means it's a gross injury, right? All the Colts are surrounding it. Everyone looks depressed. It sucks. It's part of the game, but it's part of all sports, but it sure does suck. Play action for Jackson. Man in his face and Flowers is open. And he spins and gets the first down and more. Gain of 16. Little dump. He had pressure in his face, but Flowers is able to make a couple moves. Scurry. We'll call it a little scurry action for the first down. First and 10 for the Ravens at their own 41. Jackson back. Throws deep and has a man. That is the 3rd string tight end for a huge gain inside the 5. Wow. That Kovar? His name Kovar? Kolar. Charlie Kolar. The massive play. He just skirts out and gets loose. Ravens, 55-yard completion. He's on the sideline to catch a breather. Sure, he wasn't expecting that. First and goal from the 4, and handoff to Henry, who stopped just shy of the touch of the end zone. It'll be second and goal from the 1. And Jackson finds Isaiah Likely for the touchdown. And the Ravens score very quickly. Put this game back in reach. Like the Bills have the ball versus Houston. Or Dalton Tucker out of Marshall is in the place the player. Very fast drive for the Ravens. 4 plays, 74 yards, 2 minutes and 13 seconds, which is what you need down 10. You get a 3-point game. Bills. I go up 30-7, Carolina. To the Bills game. 3rd down and 5 for Buffalo. They're just zooming in on coaches and the fans. I can't see where they are on the field. Okay, here we go. At the Texans 49, 3rd and 5. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Empty backfield. And a little screen and tackled immediately. No gain. Forward progress should give him a very slight gain, and Josh Allen signaling to go for it. I guess. Kind of. I don't know. You don't get this. You might as well just hang it up for the right. You wouldn't want to punt him deep. Try and play the field position battle. Josh Allen 8 for 21 for 82 yards so far. Look at Flacco, and the Colts are moving down the field. Josh Allen completes it. Huge gain. That is a first down all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. That's Coleman. Keon Coleman on a little hook route to the outside. Breaks the tackle and just skirts the end zone. And the Bills are back in business. Just like the Ravens, the Bills are right back in it. Now, can the Colts do the same? 3 teams down by 10? They're moving. They're at the Jags 19, 2nd down and short. All of a sudden, the 3 games that looked like they were starting to go the wrong direction. All in business here. Bengals are finally coming back from break. Oh, 71, who was carted off the field earlier, is out on the bench, still has his gear on. Bengals will start at the 30. Hand off to Brown for a gain of 4. And a little trickery for the Colts. Stop shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short. And just to confirm, the extra point for Buffalo is good. So Bills score quickly. Ravens score quickly. Colts are moving. All right, Bengals with the ball. Burrow under center I formation. 2 wide receivers to his left. Higgins in motion. Play action. Little screen out to Moss. Just shy of the first down. Big number 58 for the Ravens chases him down. Is a large man. Good Lord. He's no Vince Wilfork, but he's a large man. Anyone out there remembers Vince Wilfork? Dude was like freaking. He was like 2 humans in one. 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. Burrow in the shotgun, empty backfield. And has a completion out to Chase for the first down. Flacco incomplete at a man, but a great defensive play by Cisco for the Jags. I'm jumping all over the place here. Texans, Bills at the break. Jags force an incompletion, be 2nd and 10. Colts knocking on the door. Back to the Bengals and Ravens, 1st and 10. Bengals moving again. Chase 7 catches, 88 yards and a touchdown. Bengals approaching midfield. Burrow in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers back to his left. He's in. Oh, there's a flag. Usually a false start if they blow it dead. And they do. It is a false start. 5-yard penalty. Flag on the gun. And there's a flag there as well. False start on both the Colts and the Bengals simultaneously. Nuts. Very few penalty yards in the Bengals-Ravens game. 15 total penalty yards. Burrow in the shotgun, 1st and 15 from his own 38. Completes it to Higgins, who crosses midfield into Ravens territory. End of the 3rd quarter in Jacksonville. The Jags lead 20-10. Showing the Keon Coleman replay. 1 broken tackle, and then you have 2 Bills running down the sideline. That's Knox and the other number blocking for him. The Bengals in the gun, 2nd and 7. Dumps it out to Andre Yosivas. Sorry, no, that's all. Yosivas is number 80. All is 83. Not bad. Little attempted leapfrog. Didn't get much air. Flipped his back leg. It'll be 3rd and short for the Bengals. 3rd and 2. Is this 4-down territory if you're the Bengals? No. 3rd and 2 from the Ravens 49. Ravens show blitz. Rush 4. Burrow has time and delivers to Chase for the first down. That's how you do it in the face of danger. Stand in. Deliver the pass. Great job picking up the blitz by the line. Did have pressure in his face and delivers a strike. He did. It was high again. Chase had to go high. But completion nonetheless. First down for the Bengals. Out to the Baltimore 33. This is huge for Cincinnati to answer that heavy haymaker that the Ravens threw on that last drive. Burrow in the under center, hands off, and no gain for Chase Brown. Jags Colts are at the end of the 3rd, so they're on break. 2nd and 9 for the Bengals. Texans 1st and 20. Texans. Empty crowd. Little dump off. Tackled immediately by the Bills. Right. Trying here. A lot going on. I've not done 3 games at once before. All right. 4 wide receivers for Burrow back to his left. And a little dump out to Brown, gain of 3. Bring up 3rd and 6. Flacco on 3rd and 15. Delivers to the end zone, a touchdown. What a throw and catch by Flacco. That hits Mo Alley Cox for the touchdown. Bring the Colts within 4. Back again. All these 10-point games, they sure cut down quick. Burrow's back and delivers a strike to Gesicki, who absorbs the hit. First down. Bengals are moving. 43 seconds to go in the quarter. Extra point is good for the Colts. Gesicki took the hit pretty well. He's smaller. He's a smaller guy for a tight end, and he absorbed that hit. 24 seconds to go in the quarter for the Bengals. 1st and 10. Burrow in the gun. And hands off. Moss gains 8, 9, pushing forward. That might be nope. They're blowing it dead after an 8-yard gain, but there is a flag down. Illegal hands to the face on the defense, so that's going to be a 1st down added to the end of the run. Wordy. Consecutive games with a pass, 2+ pass touchdowns. Joe Flacco leads the NFL with 7. The Bills force the Texans to punt. The Bills have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Were they up 3-0? Whatever. Doesn't even matter at this point. Bills have a chance to take the lead. Jacksonville kick out of the end zone. Bengals are coming to the end of the end of the third quarter. +3 and driving. Josh Allen due to get the ball. There is a flag down. I guess I should probably change the thumbnail that I'm shouting freaking 3 games like a maniac. Trevor Lawrence under center, speaking of. Power I formation. And play action. Trevor Lawrence escapes. Delivers. That is Brian Thomas Jr. again. So that is Lawrence. This is what I praised CJ Stroud for last week. Even though oh boy, the face mask on the offense. So Lawrence did a nice job of breaking the pocket, going for the run, but still keeping his eyes downfield and delivering the pass. That is what you want out of a quarterback who has. Now, unfortunately, for the Jaguars, one of the pass protectors had an offensive face mask. What's 1st and 25, which is devastating for Jacksonville. Josh Allen and the Bills chugging for the down. James Cook. Travis Etienne on the catch, and that is a 1-yard gain. It's crazy. Get one guy who makes one boneheaded play, and all of a sudden, now you're in danger if you're Jacksonville. Or in danger like that Simpsons did the meme from the Simpsons. Not gonna try. Lawrence and the got to avoid the turnover here. Play action. And he's going deep. As a man. Complete to Kirk. Huge gain inside the 25. All the way down to the 23 for the Jaguars. What a play. Beautiful pass by Trevor Lawrence. My goodness, what a pass. And on the Bengals side, a short gain for, see if that's Moss or Brown. Moss. Josh Allen with a huge gain using his legs. Boy, Burrow in the gun, bunch formation to the top of the screen. Back and delivers a strike to Brown for the touchdown. The Bengals answer. Touchdown Cincinnati. They take another 9-point lead. 10 pending the extra point. 2nd and 6 for Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Lawrence is back, delivers another strike. Lawrence has looked better in this game than I've seen him look in, I would say, since the injury. I don't think all of it is the injury, but you get him injured last year and it kind of ruins his season. Right? They blow it. I believe they were 8-3 and they lost all the games they played except to the Panthers, but that's just. And then he comes back and he's trying to get his wits about him, and he just looked off. We were saying that in the podcast. Something just looked off about him, but he looks so good today against a good Colts defense. Play action for Lawrence, a 3-yard gain. So confirmed for Cincinnati. The extra point is good. It is 31-21 with 14:19 left to go. Huge drive by the Bengals to answer that quick shot by the Ravens. Buffalo is driving on the Texans. 3rd quarter came to a close. So it's funny, the Bengals Ravens were like the last team to go into halftime, but that 3rd quarter went very quickly. Jags handoff on 2nd and goal down to the 5. 10:40 to go in that one. Still on commercial for Buffalo. It's Houston and Eddie Baltimore. Jacksonville have to be okay with 3. Worst case scenario is a turnover. And Doug Peterson, that includes on downs. From the 4 of the Colts, Lawrence in the gun. Drops back. Delivers. Touchdown. That is Parker Washington. Goes up to make the catch. Thought it was Washington. Brenton Strange. Sorry about that. All the players. I'm working on it, right? Strange. I think Washington 4, not 80. A beautiful throw by Lawrence. Great play call. Finds the open man. A lot of the focus was on Thomas. Jags go back up by 10. The only 10-point game that hasn't gone back to 10. Bills Texans. Bills are driving to take the lead. See where we are here. Switching back and forth between. On the Cincinnati one, they're zoomed in. They have had a long shot on 3 blondes for about 35 seconds. James Cook with a 2-yard loss, right? That one. Oh boy. It looked like Collier touched the ball. He's trying to say he didn't. It looked like he touched the ball on the kickoff. See? Yeah, he touched it. He's trying to say he didn't. He clearly boofed it. The ball goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a... He's trying to say he didn't touch it. And they're showing the replay, and now he just looks like an idiot. Allen's back. Delivers incomplete. Ended for Shakir. Collier is a hilarious individual because he clearly touches it, and then he's yelling at the ref saying, "Oh, I didn't do it." Bunch formation for Jackson in the shotgun. Motion. Back to his left. Back from the Bengals end zone. He goes deep. Complete. Is that Andrews? Mark Andrews lives. Huge gain out to the huge gain to Andrews out to the 35, 27-yard gain. Mark Andrews, folks, he does exist. He's like the Loch Ness Monster at this point. Lamar Jackson on a draw with a huge gain crossing into Bengals territory. Now, the issue that you're going to run into if you're the Ravens, you're scoring so quickly that defense is going to be gassed. Wild. You scored quick last time. The Bengals took a very long drive. Now you're on the verge of scoring quick again, which you do need to do. But that defense is going to be gassed. Passing complete. And there's a flag on the play. All right, this is the Ravens game. Holding on Baltimore will be accepted. 1st and 20 better than 2nd and 10. Even with this offense they can just knock out big plays at any point. But if you're Baltimore, where the hell is Derrick Henry? Is he hurt? You have plenty of time to hand him the ball. You don't have to kick him out just because you have to throw. You don't really have to throw. 5 penalties for 21 yards for Baltimore so far. R. Jackson back, pressured, escapes, and he's going to run for it. Nice little shimmy, little shake, little twist. That may be a first down. Oh, sorry. It was the yard penalty. So that's a 12-yard gain. It's 2nd and 8. Jags sack Flacco. 9:30 left to go on that one. Oh, Isaiah Likely was wide open. Jackson from the 45. Play action. Pressure. Fakes me, fakes the cameraman, delivers a pass. Complete. That is to Zay Flowers, whose name's been called quite a bit today. Ravens are moving again. 12:19 to go. Jackson in the shotgun. And hands it off. Derrick Henry has to be hurt. Why? I don't understand why he's not in the game. Not hurt. Hand off to Hill up the gut for 8. Got to the point in this game where it has to be a pass every play. Still can mix it up, but I don't know. I would have Henry into. He can break one at any second. Jackson on the keeper hurdles a man and just shy of the first down. Gain of 2. Very tight. Said that. Apologize. Stuttering. Echo on the keeper gains 15. What the hell? Flacco, never known for his speed, even in his prime. All right, here we go. First down for the Ravens. 20 of the Bengals. Holy crap. Flacco with such a huge run. So funny. Guys found the fountain of youth. Slinging it. Ravens down 10. 10:45 to go. Plenty of time left. Out to Henry. The short gain. Okay, he's not hurt. He's panicking. I don't know. There's so much time left in the game. You have all your timeouts. As long as you get this drive, you got to get some points by, I would say, 8 minutes left. You got plenty of time to get the ball back and score again. So Henry's so dangerous. I don't know why you would just kind of shuffle him off to the side. Henry's in the backfield. Fake his way. Wide open is Andrews. Shy of the first down. Sorry, shy of the end zone. Down at the 3, first and goal are the Ravens. Get more sleep before I do these. That's perfect. To be fair, I am doing 3 games at the same time, so. Strouds are moving. 3rd and 7 at their own 34. Unbawale on the carry. The Ravens score quickly. Touchdown. That is Charlie Kolar. Who would have thought going into today? Charlie Kolar is the leading receiver. Unbelievable. Just he's on a little drag route across the line and just sits. Uses his body to shield from the defender. Got one of those big ass George Kittle helmets. Maybe that helped shield him from the defender. Maybe with the helmet, the defender couldn't see the quarterback. The extra point's good. 31-28 Cincinnati. 9 minutes to go. A lot more work to do. Here's Cincinnati. This is a game you need. 10 play, 102 yard drive. Because of the penalties that it's like that. Yeah, started at the Baltimore 8, and then they had the holding. Colts are on for the field goal, and it's 6 minutes to go in Jacksonville. Jags 27. First and 10 for the Texans. 20-17 over the Bills. Okay, Stroud has 300 passing yards. Pass complete for a 1 yard loss. Ball at the 50. So crazy. Charlie Kolar has a 55 yards catch and a 2 yard touchdown. Getting those 3 tight ends working. 50. 2nd and 11 for Texans. Play action. And Stroud breaks its sack, and he's going to run and get the first down on a missed tackle by the Bills. Very poorly attempted tackle by Bills defender, and it's first down for the Texans. Josh Allen may do what he is used to. Be on the sideline when the game just slipped out of his hands, right? Not much you can do. Texans defense is playing well. Tackle. Had a chance. Short game. Joe Burrow 26-33 for 83 and 4 touchdown. Jackson 17-5 for 2. 1 out of an 8 battle. Bengals have to answer. Ravens have been the last couple drives have scored at will. They have just marched straight down the field. So if you're the Bengals, you can't just sit back and say and be comfortable with 3-point. The goal is to drive, to take time off the clock. I'm saying very obvious things. This is the goal for Cincinnati. Very possibly, this is the last drive of the game. Unlikely, but Burrow in the gun, empty backfield. Trips to the top of the screen. Little screen out to Chase, who has a first down and a ton more. Chase is gone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. One play. Oh my God. Wide receiver screen and Chase just off to the races. Cincinnati scores again. Wow. Breaks a couple tackles right at the line, and then he is untouched. Untouchable about the 2. If this was two-hand touch, he would have been down already. McPherson on for the extra point to make it a 10-point lead. And does. Cincinnati 38, Baltimore 28. Drive is one play, 70 yards. Another 10. Second play. I missed what happened in Jacksonville, but there is a touchdown for the Jags as well. The first time that they've cracked 30 this season. Check in. Jacksonville. Looking like the team that I thought they were going to be to start the year. Yeah, maybe I look like an idiot, but what else is new? See what happened here. $34 Jacksonville, 20 Indianapolis. Happen. A 2-play 70-yard drive. They're not telling me what the play was. Oh, Bigsby up the middle for a 65-yard touchdown. That is a 14-point lead for Jacksonville. 5:09 to go. There is a flat down. All right, let's take a peek at Houston. Houston +3, 8:06 to go. And the Bills have the ball back. Allen under center, hands off to Cook for a short gain. Let's see what happened. Rel Bernard gets the interception, picks off CJ Stroud to give the Bills a chance. Allen under center on 2nd and 8. Play action. That might be some holding action there. And Allen runs for the first down and a lot more. He pump faked 15 yards downfield after he crossed the first down, and it froze the Ravens defender. He pump faked. So the play started at about the 20, and he pump fakes at the 38. And the defender bit. What? I get it. It's instinct. What the hell? Both kickoffs are touchbacks for the Colts game and the Bengals. Burrow, you got to get rid of those highlights, bro. Looking rough. .509 to go. Joe Flacco still having a nice game. 30 of 40 for 225 and 2 touchdowns. Jackson in the gun. Trips to the right. And he's going to go deep. Just out of the reach of Bateman. Slightly overshot him. At him. Allen, as he's going down, gets rid of the ball in the direction of the receiver, which saved him 6 yards. All right, 3rd and 8 for Buffalo. 6:06 to go. Allen in the gun. Four defenders pressured. The Texans only rush 4, and they're still immediately in Allen's face, who looks hurt. He's down. Oh no. There were 4 Texans in Josh Allen's face instantly. Oh, Allen's head hit the ground. This one's. Who's the best? Mitch Trubisky's the backup. No, he's no Josh Allen, but he's no scrub. So I know people will say differently. You got to give people another chance when they played in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Chicago. Quick, name a good Chicago quarterback. I'll wait. Jackson delivers a strike. Flowers on the sideline. And at the same time, Flacco delivers an absolute strike to Pierce. What's with the square kick thing that everyone's doing now? It's like you build a square. Are you kicking in the door? What is this? I've seen it 5 times today. Alec Pierce on the absolute bomb by Flacco. Alec Pierce, who also was on the receiving end, if you guys remember week 1, where Anthony Richardson threw an absolute missile. It was like a 60-yard complete. Not replaying whether it was a catch. It was whether he got in the end zone or not. 2nd and 10 for Baltimore. Jackson back in the shotgun. Gets rid of it. That is a hell of a catch. Flowers again. Absolutely magnificent catch. Defender draped all over him. Good defense. He dove and corralled it, but didn't secure it. It bounced off the defender, and then it landed in his lap. Tremendous concentration as he was diving to the ground. Jackson in trouble. Throws incomplete. Time is ticking away for the Ravens. 6:39 to go in the game. So the Colts Jags, Alec Pierce was just shy of the touchdown. Going to be 1st and goal from the 1. And off. And the Colts are in. Down by 7. Houston and Buffalo, 4:55 to go. 1st and 10 for Houston. H-Town. The helmets need to change. Jackson in the gun goes deep and incomplete, intended for Aguilar. Davis on the coverage. Colts on to try the point. It is. He missed that? Just inside the upright. And oh, Jackson in the gun. Bengals 32. 3rd and 10. Jackson hit as he throws, and first down at the 20. There's a flag on the play, probably going to be a roughing the passer. There was a tackle on. Very stupid. Always so damn stupid. The one on Burrow earlier was stupid. And this one, let's see. Yep, just a regular tackle. Shoulder into the number 8 and tackled him. And Hendrickson tried to help up Jackson, who ignores him. So that's good sportsmanship. The roughing the passer stuff is out of control. Out of damn control. But at least there was one on each team in this same kind of stupid play. And Jackson's back, has time, dances around, rolling to his right, looking to run, and does. He's out of bounds at the 6. Risky in the game. Bills. This is one of those situations for me where the backup coming in doesn't spell disaster for your team. Is it a step down? Of course it is. The backup's always going to be a step down, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Jackson in the gun from the 6.5. Drops it, regains, and is pressured by Hubbard. Gets the stiff arm. Rolling to his right, has time, throws deep, and caught. Oh my God. What an incredibly insane play. Jackson falls, gets up, chased by Hubbard, stiff arms him, regains his composure, rolls out to his right, and throws a lob to the end zone. And Isaiah Likely jumps and catches it. It's absolutely insane. It's a fumble. It's a regain. The stiff arm on Hubbard. Another stiff arm on Hubbard. He's dancing. He's rolling. And he just slings it. And finds Likely for the touchdown. What an insane play. Now, if we're looking at Colts, Jags, look like a pass interference. 3rd and 10 for Jacksonville. +7, 3:40 to go. Let's check in with Houston. Oh, there's a questionable James Cook catch. No. 3rd and 10 for Buffalo. The Colts are going to get the ball back with another chance to tie it. How crazy is this gone? That's the second straight defender for the Colts. It looked like he was there early. First. That's tough. I don't think Cook was in bounds. It looked like his elbow hits, but it looks like it hits White first. Because his foot that hits is in bounds. Oh, that is extremely close. This game has gone off the wall. 5:24 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Cincinnati to receive, up by 3. You're Cincinnati. This is probably the most important drive of your season. Bills are knocking. 3rd and 10 with Trubisky. Oh, it's Allen back in, who rolls out to the right and throws incomplete. They'll be sending the field goal unit out to tie this game with 3:21 to go. False start for the Colts, and Burrow in the gun. Jamar Chase in motion. 5:24 to go. Burrow back, and he escapes. Little dump off to Chase for the first down. and chases smartly. He looked like he was going to run out of bounds, but he gets down in bounds. Keep the clock moving. 5:10 to go. Colts are driving again. 1st and 10. Jacksonville needs to hold on. They need this game. Buffalo Bills tie the game. Flacco goes deep to Pierce, who has a man beat. And he is gone for the touchdown. The Colts tie the game. What in the hell is going? And he did the box thing again. What the hell is this? Alec freaking Pierce. Higgins completion in the Bengals game for another 1st down. All of a sudden, Jags are knocking on the door of blowing a 14-point lead with 5 minutes left in the game. Joe Burrow with 13 consecutive completions. The gun, 4 wide receiver. Hand off to Brown. Sorry, Moss. God. The Colts kicker nearly missed another extra point. Inches, I'm talking. Just inside the upright again. Alec Pierce is absolutely dominant. We have a man down on the play for Cincinnati. Like Moss. Yeah, he's 5'10". Normal sized. Probably yoked, but normal height. Kind of got his leg rolled up there. Let's check in with Houston and Buffalo. Crowd 20. 30. Colts strike quickly twice. Jacksonville's in trouble. All the momentum is Minneapolis. Incredible. What's with the square kick thing? Anyone tell me? The square kick. What is it? With the exception of Bills game, Jags have lost all 1-score game. On the verge. Trevor Lawrence, tremendous game. All of a sudden, the pressure's on again. Dump out and 9-yard gain. Jacksonville. We're back in Cincinnati. Looks like good for Moss that he's up, hopping around a little bit to test out the leg, but he's got to sit out a play. 2nd and 7 for. Throwing the gun. 3 wide receiver. Back. Delivers another strike to Higgins. That's a 1st down. You're the Bengals. You're taking your time. You're in control of this one. Only thing I'm not confident in with the Bengals is running out the clock because they don't have a reliable run game. It's been better today, but it's not exactly the most reliable. Everything's working right now because Burrow's pass after pass. Looks like the Ravens took a timeout, which seems early. I guess they want to have time left. It'll be 1st and 10. You get these 2 timeouts and then the 2-minute warning. But in theory, right? If you stop him here, that's actually pretty smart because you do the 2 timeouts and then the 40 seconds wouldn't take it to the 2-minute warning. So you'd receive the punt and then still have the 2-minute warning on your side. Very smart by Harbaugh. And a handoff. Moss is swallowed up immediately for a short loss. Oh, the thing stopped again. The kicker here. Rush. On NFL, get it together here. NFL.com. Come on. Got 3:05 to go. 1 timeout left for Baltimore. Texans are at commercial. The Jags are at commercial. Bengals are driving against the Ravens. A little highlight reel for Chase going. Started the game very quietly, but the second half has been mostly Chase. It was Higgins in the first half, so Chase has 10 catches for $190. Most of it's empty backfield for Burrow. They're not messing around here. 2nd and 10. $75 on the false start. Jags get the first down on the side. 1:50 left in Jacksonville. Oh yeah, he's mental mistakes are gonna kill you. 2nd and 15. Relatively light penalty. That one hurt. Back. Throw delivers. Intercepted by Humphrey. Burrow's first incompletion. Last 50 throws. Now you have to rely on this deep top. Devastating. Absolutely devastating for the Bengals. Jags, on the other hand, are at the 45 of the Colts with 53 seconds left. Timeouts remaining. That is a devastating interception. Now the Baltimore offense has moved on you at Willens. Lawrence completes it into field goal range. Christian Kirk. 30 seconds to go. 2nd and 12 in Houston. Back to that. Jackson, little dump out. Got room for Bateman. Best kicker in the game is on Ravens. Oh boy. Second and 1. Ravens. And Lamar Jackson's pressured and just throws it up. Such a dangerous play, but live by the sword and die by it. Firecracker to blow your damn digits off. What the hell was that about? He just flips it up, and I guess he was going for the sideline and didn't quite make it there. That's a scary throw. Handoff and first down for Baltimore. Still in their own territory at their own 38. Hold on Ravens number 79. Not called. Jackson back from the shotgun. And complete. They are into Justin Tucker territory. Looking for more. morning. Hell of a game. Burrow's dealing. Throws a pick. That might be the nail in the coffin. Is defense can't stop anything right now. Jacksonville looking for their first win. 4 seconds left. 3rd and 11. Colts will have some time for Joe Flacco to work his magic. End off. Short gain. 4th down. Colts take a timeout, so they'll have probably 15 seconds left, roughly. Flacco to just go nuts. Like, field goal range for the Texans with 44 seconds left. Bills with no timeouts. No. That is incomplete. Stopping the clock. 4th and 5. Pass and 10. Colts. Little is on. Give the Jags the lead. It would be very Jacksonville if this punt was blocked for a touchdown. Kick is up. Kick is dead center. Jags take a 37-34 lead. Intentional grounding is called on the Texans. So that'll be a penalty to make it 4th down and put it on the cusp of field goal range. Quite a big penalty. Little absolutely drills it. So you have a really good kicker. Don't like using Doug. Man, that's got to feel so good for the Jags. You got to finish it out though. There's still time left, but it's got to feel really good. All right, back to Cincinnati. Jackson in the shotgun, single back to his right. Bengals need to stop. They're already in Justin Tucker field goal range. Incomplete, intended for Flowers, in and out of his hands. Would be very Baltimore of them to turn it over trying to get greedy. But Justin Tucker feels basically any side, any 60 yards or less. So as a monster. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Minute 53 to go. 2 wide receivers, right? Goes. Looking to run. Throws complete to Andrews. Wrestled out of bounds. Call a flag on that. That's just fighting for 3rd and 5. When it's just like not blatant or it's just them wrestling. Oh, there was a face mask though that the refs missed. Definitely was a face mask. Wow. Missed call by the refs. Don't mind. Flacco goes. That should just do it. And the Jags will get their first win. A flag down in Baltimore. In Cincinnati for Baltimore. Looks like Harbaugh got a timeout. So what was the flag? The Jacksonville Jaguars get their first win of the season. 37-34 thriller. Thriller. Buffalo looking to here. 20-20. Goes deep to Colt. Turn 10 for Buffalo. Jags game ends. Bills and Texans. I'll check the other scores in a minute. Sign off for the. But the Bengals game, actually, both of these might be going to overtime. What do you do if you're Buffalo? Houston still has 3 timeouts. They could kick this backed up way into your own territory. Why do they do that shaky? 3rd and 6 for Baltimore. Jackson throws. As does Allen, 4th and 10. 4th and 6. Pressure in his face. There were a lot of Bengals. Jackson got rid of it. Justin Tucker is won a tie game with 1:40 to go. Bills are pinned in their own end zone looking to punt. They circled the punter for Tucker drills it. Monster punt returned. 7 seconds to go. I mean, honestly, at this point, you probably just line up for a 60-yarder. Roughly a 60-yard field goal. Jaime Fairbairn. Your game. There's only 7 seconds left. You do have 3 timeouts, but if you're Houston, you're in dangerous territory. Want to try and get a couple yards just outside of his field goal range. Stroud is back. Little dump and right at the line. Right at the field goal line. 41. 58-yarder. Got just enough. Remember, the Texans stadium is indoors. Tucker kicks for a touchback. Will we get game-winning drive by Joe Burrow and CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence, all within each other? Find out. "59-yard attempt from dead center. Ash freaking map. Kick. Good. Texans knock off the Buffalo Bills. The Bills start 3-0 and lose 2 straight. Cincinnati sacked. They're going to run this clock down. This one's going into overtime. They can't risk giving it back to Baltimore for a Justin Tucker field goal attempt. Burrow in the gun. And he's back. Throws incomplete to Higgins. 53 seconds to go. So the Ravens are going to get another crack. Houston wins that. Jags win. Houston win. Full screen. 2. Chase Brown with a big gain up the middle. 8-second differential from the play to shot clock. Play to game clock. 31 combined points in the fourth quarter. Bears hammer the Panthers. Texans squeak by the Bills. Miami took the lead over New England and actually knocked off New England. Incredible. Washington hammers Cleveland. 4 o'clock game starting. Peek over here and make sure that was the final. Where did it go? Me, Denver? Or Miami, New England? Where the hell did it go? Oh, all the way over here. 15-10 was the final. We're getting a recap of the last quarter here. So 8 seconds to go. The Bengals punted away. Gonna do it. We're going into overtime. Stats for this one. That's weird. Stats? What the hell? All right, we're going back. Whew. Had some good games this week, starting with Tampa and Atlanta. All 3 of those other games were good. Buffalo, Houston. The other one just freaking Jacksonville, Indy. Congratulations to the Jacksonville Jaguars getting on the win column. To y'all who joined me and stuck around. Ravens win the toss. Devastating. Chance to go 1-4 after leading throughout the entire game. Oh boy. Bengals, it's been back and forth, but the Bengals have led for pretty much the entire game till the Justin Tucker field goal. Bengals defense needs to come through. Had their struggles this year. Their struggles today, but the offense needs them now. Sit back. Just a beer. Bear. Again, Houston. Yo, that little Houston guy on the jersey, that's what should be on your helmet. Not this dumbass H. Get like a neon blue outlined, like the normal logo. That, guys, put that on your helmet, and those will be some of the sickest jerseys in the NFL. That will compete with the Bengals whites with the white helmet for sickest jersey. That will be a touchback. Is there any chance? So Eric Henry's been resting. They've been just going and going and going. So is there any chance that they keep him out of field goal range? I don't think so. So gotta be hoping for Joe Burrow. You could spend this entire period on the sideline while they march down the field, punch it in the end zone, 44-38. Going home 1-4. Something you cannot do Defense has to hold. 1st and 10 from the 30. Hand off to Henry, who's tackled immediately. No gain. Second and 10. Jackson in the shotgun. Henry to right. Flowers in motion. Little pitch to Henry, who's got room. Tackle just shy of the first down as an offensive lineman gets rolled up, and he's in a strange position. He's all sorts of jacked up. Burrow, that one interception, all the passing yards and touchdowns and plays he's made, that one interception could be the difference here. 3rd and 2. Jackson in the shotgun again. Off to Henry, who gets the first down. Ravens. John Harbaugh hasn't aged. Ravens. Probably is aged on the inside, but he. Touchdown for the Ravens wins the game. Field goal gives the Bengals a. Jackson and play action. He's got nowhere to go. He's 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Still looking. Throws incomplete, intended for Bateman. He broke the pocket and ran back 10 yards. Luckily for him, there were no Bengals who could wrap him up. All the way back, almost to the 20. That would have been a killer for them. I'm not sure if that was intended for Bateman or Likely. Now that I see that a second time. Okay, it does say Bateman on the screen, but that was iffy. Jackson in the gun. Single back to the right. Play action. Jackson breaks the pocket. Tackled. 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Or I guess. Third and a long 4. Ugh. Stuttering, man. This is a struggle. I need a partner to do. Reset my brain a little bit every now. 3rd and 4. First down is at the 50. Jackson completes it to Bateman. Still on his feet. This has game-ending touchdown written all over it. Not much that the Bengals can seem to do. Stop. Cam Taylor-Britt's idea of stopping Bateman was throw his arm out at him. Work. Yeah, this will be a 1-4 Bengals team after a valiant effort. But this defense, this is not a championship defense. Neither of these are. Jackson in the gun. Henry to his right. And fumbled. Picked up by the Bengals. Oh my goodness. Jackson fumbled the snap and the Bengals have it. Wow. I got to see if that was on Jackson or if that was on the center. But that was a lucky break for Cincinnati. Pratt on the recovery. That was on Jackson 100%. He's looking away before the ball gets to him. It hits him directly in the hands. Pratt picks it up and it's tackled by Ricard and for the offense. He's looking away before it gets to him. He's looking for what's next. That is 100% on Jackson. Center hits him directly. He didn't have to move his hands a millimeter. That center hit him directly, chest high. And a handoff to Brown for no gain. You're on the cusp of McPherson field goal range. You need a few yards here to make it a little bit more comfortable. But the guy's got a strong leg. He's very accurate. This is not the end of the game. If McPherson hits it, it's the end of the game. But if you're a Ravens fan, you still got hope here. I think if you're Baltimore, you can't, or if you're Cincinnati, you can't just hand it off every time. You gotta put it in your $55 million a year guy's hands here. The Ravens are keying on the run. If you run 3 times for no gain, you put McPherson in a hole. You pay this guy more than anybody on the planet, not named Shohei Ohtani. Or Jordan Love or Tua. 40. Makes the same amount as Lawrence, Love, and Tua. And Goff, maybe? Was he the 5th one? But other than that, you make more than any athlete on the damn planet. You gotta trust him to throw one, because the Ravens are playing the run. They have 4 down linemen. They're packing the box. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in the box. Burrow's in the gun. Chase 1-on-1. And they hand it to Brown for a short gain. Eight, 38, 5:15 to go. 3rd and 7 for Cincinnati. They're on the outskirts of field goal range. It's within McPherson's range, but it's on the edges. And another handoff, no gain. So you give him $55 million, you don't trust him with the ball. Strange. Evan McPherson is on. There's little shorts. It's so weird looking. It's his little pants only go up to his thighs. So this is a 53-yard attempt, much more manageable than I'd originally thought. If the Cincinnati, if McPherson hits the field goal, it is all over. Pearson lines up. Getting the snap. Snap. Hold. Missed. Holy sh. Actually unbelievable. It was a bad snap. Holder tries to get it down. Couldn't get it down all the way. The snap sucked. Up near his chest. Breckow tries to get it down. Gets it mostly back, but it's too late by then. Oh my, what the hell is that? He still kind of recovered it. It was a bad snap. Holder almost recovered it, but the pressure got to him. Pitch to Henry. And Henry is gone to the house. Touchdown, Baltimore. No, tackled at the 6. That'll pretty much. Justin Tucker doesn't miss a field goal from 5 yards. What a joke. Cincinnati Bengals. 1-4 Cincinnati Bengals. Actually unbelievable. 51-yard run. The spirit was broken. Bengals are done. That is just watching them have the effort anymore. You had the game won. You just can't get it done. One in 4 Bengals. Wow. Hell of a game, though. Hunter is a lonely man right now. Taking the blame, but the snap was bad, too. Justin Tucker on for a 24-yard attempt. He misses this. I don't even know what to do. He's hitting this. There it is. The Ravens win. What an anticlimactic finish, huh? An otherwise excellent game. All right, thanks for watching. Kind of dabbled in 3 games at once there for a while. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, if people cared or didn't care or whatever, but so the final score is Vikings beat the Jets 23-17. Bears hammer the Panthers. Texans edge the Bills. Jags outlast the Colts. Dolphins squeak by with a 15-10 win over the Patriots. And the Washington Commanders destroy the Cleveland Browns 34-13. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you for joining. Thank